Hey guys, I'm Greg Mercer. I'm the founder and CEO of Jungle Scout. I personally have been selling on Amazon since 2012. I'm super passionate about it and helping entrepreneurs just like you. I want to give you guys a few tips on something that I've found to be a real game changer for how I go about finding factories or suppliers to source my goods from. Back in the day, I used to use online marketplaces like Alibaba or Global Sources or whatever else to find these different factories, but the problem with it was always it was really tough to know the quality of these factories before you started sourcing from them. So there's plenty of supply on those different marketplaces and you'd find all different types of factories, but it was just hard to know how quality the products were gonna be. Sure, they could send you a sample and you can inspect the sample, but I mean, realistically, they're gonna send you like their best sample, right? And what it comes down to is if they're able to create an entire production run of the product at that same quality standard. And as a lot of you guys know, more often than not, the answer to that is no, they're not able to. So where I made my breakthrough is finding out about US trade data. Now, what happens is anytime you import something into the US, you fill out a bunch of paperwork. This is commonly done by your freight forwarder, and it gets submitted to the US government. Through this law called the Freedom of Information Act, we can get access to that data, and third parties like Jungle Scout have taken this data and made it easy to sort and search through. Now, let me tell you about my top 2 ways I go about using this data. So my favorite way to use it is to find the top rated product on Amazon. What I'm talking about here is just whoever gets the best reviews. I don't care how well it sells or if it's the Amazon bestseller or whatever else, just whatever product gets the highest star rating on Amazon. And then I search through the trade data for that respective company. Now, about 90% of the time, you're actually able to see what factory they're purchasing their goods from and importing into the US. Now, this works for large companies. I was just looking at backpacks the other day. There was companies like Patagonia and North Face and Osprey and other big brands and the factories that they're using. And it also works for smaller companies or private label companies. So about 90% of the time, you can actually see the exact factory that your competitors or the top rated product on Amazon is using. And now I can use that factory since they've already proven to be good, as opposed to just sorting through these online marketplaces. My second favorite way to use the data is if you've already found a factory that you think you like, is just to use this data to vet the factory. So you can see things like who their top customers are. And then of course you can check the reviews for those products or just see if they're good, nice name brands. And you can also just get a better idea about their shipments into the US, how long they've been shipping in goods. You know, has it just been a few months or has it been 4, 5, 6 years? Obviously the longer the better, and that makes them like a little bit more legitimate or less likely they would do anything shady or run off with your money. And then I also just see the frequency of the shipments. You know, if there's like 100 shipments every month, it's unlikely that they're gonna be willing to work with small businesses. But you know, if there's a handful of shipments each month, that means that they're probably likely to work with small businesses, and it shows you that they have consistent imports going into the US, which right away adds to their credibility. So these are my favorite tips for finding the best factories. No longer do you just have to contact all these different factories from all these different online marketplaces, but instead you can just find the proven best ones because you know these ones are getting good reviews on Amazon and contact them directly. Hope that helps.